So we back with another video, and today we got y'all boys with the top 5 big man builds. Now I was gonna split the big man builds up. If you guys do want me to get y'all a dedicated video going over the top 5 inside big man builds, I can do that. Just let me know in the comments down below. If you guys want me to do a video going over the top 5 shooting big man builds, I can do that in the comments down below. But today we're gonna be giving y'all pretty much half and half. We're gonna give y'all pretty much 3 builds at 2 different ways of being able to make it. So we're gonna give y'all 6 builds all together in this video, and we're gonna give y'all an inside version and an outside version for both or all 3 builds. So yeah, if you guys want more videos like this when it comes to these ranking build series or whatever, it's a lot of stuff I still gotta do. I gotta do the tier list of every single build. I gotta do a lot of stuff. So if you guys want all these videos, just make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Turn on notifications to be the first to all the videos. Without further ado, no more talking though. Let's hop into it. Alright, so let's hop into it. Like I said, this is gonna be pretty much the only build I'm making specifically for this video. The other 2 I already had made. They were for the best build video, so I'm gonna just keep that how it was. But let's show you guys. We're gonna give y'all 2. We're gonna give y'all the inside and the outside. Depending on what you want to be, it doesn't really matter. You can make that whatever you want, but I'm gonna give y'all the best 2 options for to make this build, whether it's the inside or outside. So we're gonna be the center position. Handle number is really up to you. When it comes to the height, you're gonna be 7'1", 237, and 7'8" wingspan. Those are just gonna be all perfect. One thing I would change on the shootings for the other ones is probably not go 83, go 82, because there's no point in really going 83 on a big man with shooting if you're not gonna be able to dribble on it. So I would probably say you may go like 1 up higher on wingspan, so you can have that 82 3 ball, 237. But unless you make a 6'9" like I did, so I can be able to have my jump shot. But besides that, you will probably want to go a higher wingspan on the 6'11". I'm gonna show you guys. But yeah, body type is really up to you. You couldn't get burly, so I went built. Now you're gonna end up with 16, 16, 10, and 27. So for the 27, no matter if it's an inside or outside, you're gonna see my builds with pretty much a 90 interior defense, 93 block, and a 93 defensive rebound. That's gonna be pretty important to have. Goal anchor, goal pogo stick, goal rebound chaser, and you got that gold brick wall based off the 86 strength, which is pretty much gonna be consistent on all the builds as well. So all that stuff is gonna be consistent no matter what. Now, other thing that's gonna be consistent is the perimeter defense and steal. Those are gonna be max every single time. Very important for me. The reason why this does come in this low on the list, I guess you could say, is because the perimeter defense and steal, they just, in my opinion, it's just too low. But when it comes to the speed, we are gonna max that on all the builds, and on vertical we're gonna probably try to max that out or get it to a 90 on every single build on this list. So yeah, those are gonna be the pretty much consistencies of the builds. Now finishing wise, I tried to get as much as possible because it is a shooting, but to be able to pick and roll as well as pick and pop is what really takes this build to a whole nother level. Is because when it comes to being able to play off the ball, when it comes to being able to play off of screens and stuff like that, this build is really good. You can pick and roll. You have an 84 driving dunk, so you can be able to contact dunks, and you're gonna be able to do standing dunks really at a high rate with an 85 standing dunk, where if you would have went 90, you could have had goal rise up. It was just tough to have that and everything else on the screen, so I didn't force it. And like I said, on the other builds that you guys will see, close shot is not the utmost importance for me, but I did put it to a 75 for people that want that. And then layup, I usually go a little higher, but I wasn't getting more badges, and that's the really only reason I ever raised driving layup on my big man builds, because it's not really no layup package that you're really going for unless you have an 88 layup. This build would not even be able to get that regardless. So I just kept it at a 64. It's just that simple. So shooting wise, you're gonna end up with an 82 3-pointer. Like I said, I usually go 83, but it was no point because we don't really care about agent threes on a big man build that can't really dribble. Now if you want to fade, yeah, that's important, but you're still gonna be able to have that at bronze. So if you want to put that on for the fades and stuff like that, by all means do that. But yeah, you're gonna be able to have on agent threes. You're gonna be able to have pretty much all these other badges. The main badge why we put it to 82 is really Deadeye and Catch and Shoot, and those are both tier 3 badges. So yeah, very important badges. You also get limited range bronze. I guess you could see the argument of going 85 3, so you can have that silver, but all in all, it's not that big of a deal. 76 pass accuracy is going to be very consistent across the builds as well, because you want to be able to have needle threader and break starter, and then we have 50 ball handle to be able to have vice grip. So all that stuff is really consistent. And then perimeter defense, like I said, just really low. We already went over the interior defense, block and rebound. Offensive rebound for the shooting bigs, you're really going to get consistent with this, or understand that if it's a shooting big, the offensive rebound is going to be lower. It's going to be far lower than it would be on the inside, but we do want to put that up just in case we do be in a situation to put that up, or be in a situation to go for an offensive rebound, you know, because we are going to be picking and rolling. So it's just that simple. Takes wise, you're gonna end up with sharp, rim, glass. Honestly, I would probably go with stuff blocks no matter what build is, like if it's an inside or outside. But for this one, I did go stuff blocks primary and then limitless range secondary. You probably should go limitless range secondary and then go stuff blocks secondary. That would probably make more sense for you. I probably go stuff blocks first because I just like going for blocks, especially on these big man builds. Very easy to get blocks on big man builds in my experience. So yeah, Jack Sitma, Brook Lopez, and Miles Turner. The build comes out as a two-way inside-out scorer. So that's the build coming out number 3. Let's show you guys the inside version of it. And all right, for the inside big, we on our rare build account, and it's gonna be at the center position. Handle number is really gonna be consistent every single build. Doesn't really matter. For me, it does because it does change, like pretty much the hand changes, like how you gotta do dunks and stuff like that. So I don't really want that to change. Now, for the 7'1", 243, 7'11" wings, 7'11" wingspan. I sounded like I said it wrong, but I said it right. Body type is really up to you, but I went build. Now, for these big ones, now when it comes to being an inside, I feel like you need a little bit more creation, whether it's helping you create for yourself or create for others. Now, in my opinion, when it comes to making a shooting, you're going to be really more of a pick and roll, pick and pop. You're going to have a lot of versatility as a role player, but when it comes to creating for yourself, it's just going to be kind of tough. You need people to create for you. When it comes for inside, you can have people create for you, but it's really only for like pick and rolling or cutting or slipping and stuff like that. When it comes to pretty much everything else, you're going to have to create for yourself. Now, when it comes to going for a 7'1", 7 foot, 7'3", 7'2", no matter what, if it's 7 foot and above, I feel like you should go for more post control. If you go in 6'11", 6'10", 6'9", or even 6'8", you should go for more ball handle and speed of ball. That's kind of how I do about my big man builds when it comes to making inside. So, since this is a 7 foot plus build, I ended up going for 87 post control. With the 87 post control, that's going to allow you to have pretty much every post scoring badge Hall of Fame. Back down punisher, drop stepper, dream shake, and post spin technician, all Hall of Fame. Then when it comes to the standing up, that's going to be gold or 90. So that's going to get you gold rise up, which is going to be very important. You're going to be able to have the contact dunks on this build as well. You have an 86 driving dunk. That's going to allow you to have limitless takeoff gold as well. That's going to allow you to have slithery silver as well with silver posterizer as well. With a 70 layup and a 75 close shot. Maybe you want a higher close shot because you are going to have a post control. But I'm going to be honest. My experience, the standing dunk rating is very, very overpowered. I don't feel like you're going to have a need to put that any higher. Now, when it comes to the pass accuracy, like I said, that's going to be consistent. Don't put our ball handle up on this one because of the fact that you got the post control up. So that's going to be getting you badges like vice grip, quick first step, post playmaker, unpluckable. All that type of stuff is really because of post control. Now, if you want to get extra badges for maybe like these tier 3 badges, then you would have to put up your ball handling, your speed of ball, your pass accuracy. But just kind of is what it is. Now, free throw, we put that up just for people that want to play 5v5. That's really on you. Now, like I said, interior defense, perimeter defense, interior defense, block, and defensive rebound, those will all be pretty much constant. The only thing that may change is that defensive rebound may go to 99 on the insides. The offensive rebound is going to be as high as possible. But perimeter defense and steal, those are going to be maxed out every single time. Our speed is going to be maxed out every single time. Our strength is going to be at 86 every single time. And our vertical is going to be as high as possible, unless it's a 90 overall as possible. So yeah, stamina is going to be 90 as well. And yeah. So, all in all, defensively, crazy. 90 interior defense, max perimeter defense, max steal, auto. 93 block, that's going to allow you to have badges like chase down gold, or not gold, Hall of Fame, and gold anchor. We're having 90 offensive rebound to help you get a lot more offensive rebounds. It's just a lot more important on the inside big. And then you're going to have a 99 defensive rebound. It's just very important to have as high rebounding on the inside as well. So yeah, we have that 99. That's going to allow you to have Hall of Fame rebound chaser and Hall of Fame pogo stick and Hall of Fame box out beast. Now, when it comes to the takeovers, you end up with rim, glass, and post score take. It would be amazing if you did have the option of slasher, but you don't. And yeah, you do go with these two takeovers. That's what I would go with. The build comes out as. When I was making these insides, I'm telling y'all, I was getting some crazy like similitudes every single time. Like, look at it, Wilt, Chamberlain, Clint Capella, Rudy Gobert. Maybe I got Wilt, maybe I got Giannis, but every single time he was giving me a really, really crazy big man for these inside big. But yeah, that's in my opinion the best inside 6'11". Let's hop into the last two on the list. So 6'11", 236, and 7'8" wingspan body type is up to you. So when I make my outsides, I want my outsides to be able to play inside. Now, when I'm playing inside, I don't want to do no layups. So you're not going to see me putting up close shot. You're not going to see me putting up driving layup unless it's literally an inside big, and I have to depend on that. But if I'm playing inside, I want dunk. So I'm going to be having an 86 driving dunk so I can have limitless takeoff and be able to get my area wizard as high as possible. And I'm gonna have a 90 stamina standing dunk, so I can be able to do standing dunks at the highest rate possible and get gold rise up. Now, you are gonna have to add more badges to finishing. I just want to make sure that's known. Now, when it comes to shooting, you have this 82 3 ball. Usually I do go for the 83 so you can get that blinders to silver, but didn't force it. We just went 82, and that's gonna allow you to have badges like Green Machine, Gold, and pretty much everything else you see on the screen, either silver, gold, or Hall of Fame. And yeah, the tier 3 badge I would most likely court is going to be limitless range, but if you can, or if you want to put up more badges to be able to put on like Deadeye and stuff like that, you definitely could do that. But another thing that's cool about the 611, you get blinders as a tier 2. Now, when it comes to the playmaker, you have a 76 pass accuracy. That's going to be to get like badges like break starter gold, and then you have a 50 ball handle to be able to have vice grip, which is extremely important on big man builds. Now, you have a 90 interior defense with a 73 perimeter defense and a 76 steal with a 93 block and a 93 defensive rebound. Now, we're going to be playing more outside, so we don't have the highest offensive rebound, but since we do have such a high standing dunk and a high driving dunk, I tried to make sure to get this up as high as possible. Now, we have a 75 speed, which is pretty much the max you can get with this weight. We have a 60 acceleration because that's not of the most important. That's just, it has to be 15 off of the speed. And you have an 86 strength just so you can be able to have brick wall, gold, bat down punisher, gold, and that type of stuff. And then you have an 87 vertical, which is probably the most underrated attribute for a big man build. That's going to enhance that block rating, enhance that rebound rating to get better animations and just get more blocks and rebounds in general. And then you have a 90 stamina. Now, I wanted to go max wingspan, but if I went max wingspan, I wouldn't have that 82 3 ball, so that just is what it is. Takeovers wise, you end up with sharp rim glass. If you could have got locked, that would have been crazy because that is the only way you can get clamps on this particular build. Now, the reason why we are going to make another build is because when it comes to getting enough playmaking, you're going to be able to use break starter, you're going to be able to use vice grip. But badges like Needle Threader that are really, really good to have on a big man, it's going to be a tier 3, and you see we only have 9. And I'm not adding badges to playmaking on a big man. So that's really the only real hole to this outside. But yeah, I am going to go with limitless range and paint intimidation. Let's show you guys what the build comes out as real quick. So, and the build comes out as similar to shades of Nicholas Claxton, Walker Kessler, Marcus Camby, and the build comes out as a two-way inside-out scorer. Now, me personally, I'm more of a shooting big at outside. But for the people that do want to make insides, I'm going to give you the option for both. So pretty much, you're going to make it 6'11", 238, 7'9". Now, when it comes to this, when it comes to me making my outsides, you're not going to really have as much creatability for you. When you're making an inside, in my opinion, I think you should need that a little bit more, and you're going to have a little bit higher finishing stats. So, if you're making it inside, again, you're going to have that 90 interior, 93 block, but now you're going to have a 99 defensive rebound. You're going to have a 90 offensive rebound, an even higher steal rating, but still max perimeter defense and steal. Now, speed going to be pretty much the same. You now have a max acceleration, pretty much going to the same strength, a little bit lower vertical, and then again a 90 or a 95 stamina. Now, finishing wise, you're going to have a 93 driving dunk, same close shot, but 73 layup. And that's really based off the driving dunk. But yeah, then you're going to have an 85 standing up, which is even higher than the last one. And still, when it comes to these badges, you're still going to have these in the same tier. So now you're going to be able to have gold posterizer, tier 2 steel. Area Wizard Hall of Fame, tier 2 steel. Limitless Takeoff Gold, tier 1 steel. Slippery Gold, tier 1 steel. So yeah, pretty much still all that stuff. Rise Up is still going to be silver and stuff like that. But yeah, now you're going to have ball handle and speed ball. So if you want to make that the inside instead of the outside, that's really on you. Takeovers options though, you get playmaker, rim, and glass. I'm going to show you guys a name for the people that do want to make it to see what name you get and stuff like that. But I just tried to make it. I didn't go for the names when I make these builds. I just go to make it as good as possible for my playstyle. If you want to change anything, like I said, do that. It's just a template. And the build comes out as a paint beast. So yeah, we going to be a lot crazier overall defensively, and we still going to be able to get as many of the playmaking as possible. Now, it's going to be a little weird when it comes to how many you get for the finishing, but I made sure it was just right all around. So let's hop into it. So when it comes to the build, you're going to be center, handed numbers up to you. You're going to be 6'9", 226, 7'7", and body types up to you. Now again, didn't want too crazy of a close shot, didn't need too crazy of a driving layup, but I did get those up to be able to get as many finishing as possible. Now, with this exact finishing, all you need is 2 more. If you go anything beyond 2 more, you don't need it. You literally don't need it. So yeah, 2 more is perfect, and then you just gonna core posterizer. Now, depending on you, what you rather, do you rather posterizer, do you rather rise up? That's gonna be on you. Now, if you want to use both of these, then yeah, you may need more, but I don't think you're gonna need more. You really just gonna need these 2 badges. Anything in this, you're not gonna necessarily need unless you want to use back down, unless you want to use dream shake. But yeah, you can core posterizer and just use rise up and just use these 2, and that would be your 16. But if you want to use anything else, you probably will have to add more badges, like Phyllis Finisher and stuff like that. You probably will have to add more badges. But you are gonna have an 86 driving dunk again to have limitless takeoff, gold, and you got an 80 standing dunk to have silver rise up instead of the 90 to have gold rise up. But yeah, you still gonna have the silver posterizer. Now, when it comes to the 3 ball, same thing, same badges all around. The only thing is blindness is now at tier 3, Asian 3 is now at tier 2. Kind of crazy that the 611 has a better tiers for this finishing and the shooting. Now, when it comes to the playmaking, the biggest difference is, yeah, you don't get as many badges, but you are going to be able to use, if you want to use vice grip, needle threader, and break starter all on this build, you easily could do that, and you'll still have a badge left over whenever you are able to core needle threader. So I just want to make sure that's known. But the craziest part about this build is the defense. Now, the rebounding is not as high as the last one because we don't have nearly as high of a standing up. We only put it to an 80. I think 80 is just in that tier that if you're wide open and want to do a stand up, you can do it, but also you can do it in traffic sometimes. 90 is you can do it in traffic very, very consistently. 90 and up is, I feel like you can do it very consistently in traffic. 80, you kind of pushing it, doing it in traffic consistently, but you can do it in traffic. It is possible in the right hands, but you really just putting that up so that you don't ever miss whenever somebody's just trying to block you and stuff like that. So yeah, this is kind of more of like a pick and roll build that can like pretty much catch lobs, but if you want to do standing ups, you also can, pretty much. The other one, you can do pick and roll and catch lobs, but you can also be dominant as just like a standing up person, I guess you could say. So the 53 offensive rebound is really because you're outside, but you also not gonna be on as much in the inside as the last one. It was just harder to put up on this one because you get so much on defense. You're getting a 90 interior defense. That's the minimum I would have on a center build. A 93 defensive rebound and block. I tell y'all, this is the minimums I always put on my big man builds. Now, when it comes to the perimeter defense and steal, much higher than the last build. Perimeter defense at an 86, that's gonna allow you to have badges like clamps that you would not be able to have on any build taller than this. 90 steal, you'll never be able to have this on any build taller than this. That's gonna allow you to have gold interceptor and silver glove. Really good. You could really even call this a lockdown build. And then when it comes to the speed, you're gonna have an 80 speed, which is really good for a big man build. 66 acceleration because of that perimeter defense, and then an 86 strength again with a 90 vertical. So you're in that 90 threshold to make it that much easier to get blocks and rebounds, and you have a 90 stamina. Top to bottom, I think the only hole you could really say is the close shot and layup, but besides that, it's a dubs. Now, when it comes to like I said on the other one though, if you want to put that up, I would personally only put that up higher if I'm making it inside. But if you want to put that up, you could obviously lower the driving dunk and standing up. Maybe you only need an 80 driving dunk, and then you can go. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. So yeah. Now, when it comes to the takeovers though, you're gonna end up with limitless range, lockdown, rim. You don't get glass. You don't get glass on this, but I wouldn't even be using that probably, to be honest. Me personally, I'll probably be using paint intimidation or stuff blocks, or even go with one of these. So yeah, that's just me. If you feel like you want glass, you're gonna probably need that offensive rebound to be higher. That just is what it is. And the build comes as 22 Shades of Nicholas Claxton, Alonzo Mourning, Miles Turner, and the build comes as a two-way inside out score. All right, so like I promised, I told y'all boys we were gonna be giving y'all pretty much the 6 for 9. Now for the 6 for 9, didn't really want to change the height, or not the height, but the position, because I already made it and it was at power forward, but it's not a big deal. So power forward, you can make it at center. It doesn't really matter, whatever height you want or position you want to go. Height though, we did go 6 foot 9, 230 on the way, and 7 foot 7 wingspan. Body type is completely up to you. Now when it comes to the finishing, you're gonna go with, like I said earlier, you're gonna have higher finishing and you're gonna have higher ball handle and speed of ball when you are making these inside big men in comparison to the shooting. The shooting gonna have a little bit more like versatility as a role player, and the insides are gonna have a little bit more versatility as creation for themselves. And you're gonna be able to create a little bit better for others because you can create for yourself. But yeah, 17 finishing, you're gonna have a 93 driving dunk with the same standing dunk and a 80 layup. So yeah, then you have pretty much the same pass accuracy, but instead of a 50, you have an 87 ball handle. That's a huge jump. And a 70 speed with ball. That's gonna allow you to pretty much have gold vice grip, gold clamp breaker, gold unpluckable, silver needle threader. Still pretty much all the same passing badges, but you still now have gold quick first step. And then when it comes to the defensive rebounding, pretty much the exact same stats, except now the biggest difference is you're gonna have a 90 steal. What does that allow you to have? Goal interceptor. Now you're gonna have an 80 offensive rebound. That's gonna be a big difference on getting offensive boards. Not that crazy, but it's still gonna be a difference. I'm just saying that. Now, physicals wise, I want to get the speed as high as possible, but that's only a 78. 71 acceleration, that just was, I tried to get that, both of these as high as possible because we do now have like playmaking ability and stuff like that. So yeah, and then 86 strength again to be able to have gold like brick wall. 90 vertical again because that's like the minimum I want to have on my big man builds. And then again, I don't know why I went 91, but I'm pretty sure if I went like that, it's not gonna make the biggest deal or anything. But I probably do need a little bit more free throw, I'm gonna be honest. And yeah, that's pretty much the build. And the build comes out as, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't really matter, but we're gonna go over the takeaways real quick. Playmaker, lockdown, rim, and glass. Like I said, you really kind of wish you had slasher because you do get the most +8s and stuff like that, especially on this build. You would have like speed, ball handle, all that type of stuff as a +8 would be crazy. I'm gonna be honest. And when I was doing like the inside bigs, they was giving me like a crazy inside big. Like one build had Giannis, one build had Anthony Davis, one build had Wilt Chamberlain, and then when it came to like going for like the best one, it gave me Draymond Green. Crazy. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of blew me. But yeah, it is what it is. That's the inside big man. Come out as a two-way glass cleaning slasher, which is a really good name, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's the inside big for the 6'9". But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys want more videos like this, just make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. Turn on notifications to be the first of all the videos. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. I appreciate y'all boys. And make sure y'all did all that good stuff. It does help a lot. But yeah, that's gonna be it. That's the top 5 big man builds. And yeah, without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz. Man. So I was checking my analytics. Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe. It's that simple.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!